Welcome everybody to the first of 7 videos in the week marathon. If you guys are unaware, I am actually going to be uploading a video every single day for the next week in celebration of my new computer. Now today's video is basically just going to showcase all of the progress, all of the grinding, all of the hours, blood, sweat and tears I've been pouring into this game for the last week and a half, I believe. I didn't want to upload this until I was absolutely happy with the progress I've made. I'm not going to give away any spoilers. You guys are just going to have to watch until the end. And make sure if you guys enjoyed today's video to leave it a like. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and enjoy. As you guys can see, we just hit 100,000 Zora Scales, which is kind of depressing. As you can see, I got 2,216 kills. In the last episode, I left it at 2,000 kills on the dot, so I've killed 216 Zoras since then, and all I've seen is a jar of swamp. I'm not exactly the happiest about this because we've yet to have an item, but I'm hoping within the next 100 kills, we can hopefully at least get a rare unique, because in 100k scales, all we've had is an uncut onyx and a jar of swamp. Neither of which are uniques to Zora in the sense of something which is actually going to benefit me like a Tangs Fang. So yeah, we've got pretty unlucky. 100k Zora Scales. RNG just has definitely turned his back on us today. Although I've never been very lucky when it comes to Zora in the first place. I have just got myself another Dragon Halberd. And I think I'll show you guys, this is 2k scales later by the way. I think I'll show you guys exactly how the Zoeller Tab's looking right now. It's pretty beastly, as you can imagine. We have a 30 mil Zoeller Tab, 10 Dragon Halberds. Oh my fucking god. 5 Dragon Meds. Oh, it's not being a good time. Dude, we got like 2 mil in magic seeds, man. Look how many bloody sharks and magic logs we got as well. It's crazy. And at the bottom, here are all of my runes. On a good note, we actually have enough runes now to buy ourselves another onyx. I'm going to have to go do the Karamja easy diaries just so I can get some Toggle knocked off of buying the onyx. But look at this. 1.2 mil in lore runes alone. The jar of swamp. This tab is looking huge right now, and I have had to sell like a few bits and bobs just so I can buy like prayer potions and stuff, but this is the majority of the Zora Tab. Oh my god, I didn't expect to have 30 mil, but on a plus note, at least that's 30 mil where the majority of that cash I can actually sell a lot of this stuff, things which aren't rare uniques, such as the Halberds, the sharks, and the magic logs, and it means that I can buy a fuckload of supplies for when it comes to Sarah, armor, and so on. God damn. These drops just get better and better. We currently have another 20,000 Zora Scales in the progress right now, 20,000 more than we did before. I'm going to quickly show you how much our Zora Tab is worth, and I realized the last time I did this, I didn't actually show how much it was in total because I didn't have the scales in there. So, 36.7 mil, the D-Meds are catching up with the Halberds now. Kind of disappointing. I've also thrown the brews in there, everything is in there, and the scales as well. 50 mil. Our Zora Tab is worth 50 fucking mil, and we've yet to have an item. I swear to god, if I don't get a bloody Tangs Fang, Serpentine Visage, or a Magic Fang by 150k Zora Scales, I'm gonna be fairly demotivated. Although I can't be that demotivated because I saw an Iron Man the other day that went 300k, 3,000 Zora kills dry of a Tangs Fang, so hopefully that doesn't happen to us. We currently have 140,000 Zora Scales, 20,000 scales on from the last clip. Unfortunately, we've still not had a drop. I'm kind of feeling a little bit annoyed right now. I'm really hoping that we can at least get something before 200,000 scales. Am I doing something wrong right now? I mean, I'm literally getting no drops at all. Oh my goodness. Okay, Jagex. Thank you very much for the shield left half. I'll be seeing you. GG. 160,000 Zora Scales down in the inventory there. The Zora Tab has grown quite significantly since the last update. As you can see, it's currently sat on 50 mil. I have had to sell a couple items so I can sustain myself with runes and also with supplies, but we currently have over a 50 mil tab. 69 mil in fact. Nice. So at this point, I'd pretty much given up on actually getting a drop. I didn't think I was going to be able to see one. And the idea of actually getting what I wanted to get, being the Tangs Night Fang, realistically, I really felt as if it just wasn't going to happen. I knew eventually I would get a drop, but I thought finally when I did, wouldn't be the one that I wanted. Notably, the Magic Fang is pretty useless apart from killing Zora. So, because it had been a week and a half since the last progress update, I thought I would get to 2,500 kills, which would be roughly 600 kills later, before making this video. However, we did manage to get a drop, which I am incredibly happy to show you guys right now. Feast your eyes on this beauty. Oh my fucking god. I'm such an idiot. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. Tangs Night Fang, holy shit. 161,000 Zora Scales, and the grind has finally paid off. Oh my god. Yo, shout out to Solo Mission who went 3,000 kills dry. I thought that's what was gonna happen to me. Oh my god, just look at it. I am literally so happy. The grind has finally paid off. I'm actually like, I'm so happy right now, honest to god. Like, I'd probably have enough to buy like 30 Tangs Night Fangs, but the fact I have to get it myself because it's a solo challenge. Let's take a look in the bank and see exactly how much we've made. So it looks like our Zoeller Tab here is 71.9 mil. Holy shit, I really wasn't expecting to make so much money. But I mean, if there was anything I was gonna go dry on, I'm kind of fortunate it was Zora, because 71 mil is by far enough money to buy all the resources, all the runes, the potions, the black chinchompas to complete the challenge now. But have a look at this fucking tab. Oh my god. And bearing in mind, some of the items have been sold, probably around about 6 mils worth of items, just so I could buy myself runes, and I could also buy supplies to do Zora with. But just look at it. 72 mil worth of Zora Tab. Oh my god. And we finally have the Tangs Night Fang. And the moment we've all been waiting for. There it is. The Tanzanite Toxic Blowpipe. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. That grind was by far the biggest that I've had to do so far. I'm going to go ahead now and sell the rest of the Zora Tab and show you exactly how much money we've actually made. For those of you who are curious exactly how many Zora kills we've done from the beginning of this series, we started our first ever Zora kill with the KC 1,785 and finally finished with getting the Tanzanite Blowpipe on 2,485, meaning that we killed a grand total of 700 Zora bosses, receiving ourselves a Uncut Onyx, Jar of Swamp, and finally the Tangs Night Fang. There you have it, guys. That is the end of the big Zora grinds. Now, admittedly, it would be very nice to get myself the Serpentine Helm. However, I don't see it as absolutely necessary to complete the rest of the challenge. Whereas the Toxic Blowpipe is very necessary, especially when it comes to Armadillo and Sarah, being able to actually self-sustain myself on trips. Oh my god, I'm going to do a quick little price check and see exactly how much money we've made. 71 mil, holy shit, and I've sold off all the items. We got 41 mil cash, and I've kept the rest of this stuff. That was the biggest grind to this day. Our bank almost doubled in size just from that alone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw all of this stuff into the bank and see exactly how much the bank is worth. 133.7 mil. What an absolutely epic number for the bank to be. Our bank is hit over 100 mil, and we now have probably one of the most key and important items for finishing this challenge. So there you have it, guys. That is all the progress I've made in the last week and a half on the series of the Godsword set from scratch. Now, I'm aware that Zora isn't exactly the most popular content for many of you. However, you need to realize that this is actually a very key part for me to actually complete this challenge, because without certain items from Zora, this challenge would become borderline impossible when it comes to bosses such as Armadillo and Sarah. So thank you very much for sticking with me through this. I hope that you guys can understand why I haven't been able to upload a video in the last week regarding this challenge. It has simply been because we have gone fairly dry. So I hope you guys can sympathize with me not uploading for a week, because I didn't want to upload this video until I actually managed to get my hands on an item at the very least, and I am incredibly happy that it was the one item that I actually wanted. Now that's not to say that we won't return to Zora at some point in the future, because the Serpentine Helm would be very helpful to have in certain situations. However, I don't see it as being an essential item which I will need to complete the challenge. With all of that being said, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed the video today. Keep your eyes out. I will be uploading every single day for the next 7 days, meaning there will be a brand new video here tomorrow on my channel, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you very soon.